As one of the most well-known animation companies, Disney has developed some of the most recognizable characters in film history, delighting both adults and children. As storytelling advanced over the years, the characters and their stories altered, sparking large-scale discussions concerning both contemporary and historical personalities. Some characters have only risen in popularity, while others have mostly gone unnoticed, but there is a handful that lies somewhere in the center. These personalities are virtually equally liked and despised for various reasons. Some characters have superficial reasons to love or dislike them, while others are generating the most important discussions of our day.
And just a little bit of pixie dust. Here we go!
Those who appreciate Peter Pan's title character cherish him for the childlike fantasy of never growing up. They find his lively and adventurous demeanor entertaining to watch and emulate, while the majority of the fans do not. Disney is notorious for keeping original storylines PG, but there are still subtle indications of the darker side of the plot in their animated flicks. In the original novels, Peter is rather tough and nasty, especially when it comes to Captain Hook. More than that, his careless and juvenile behavior irritates certain admirers.
Dad's leg was clean off!
Oh, that's my favorite part!
It took Disney a long time to depict a princess who was not interested in marriage and could choose her own journey. They eventually did it with the film Brave. Featuring the brave and outspoken Princess Merida, the picture intended to produce a totally independent female heroine, something that previous Disney films had failed to achieve. While many fans admired Merida for her independent attitude, others criticized her for not being a well-rounded, mature character. Her adventurous attitude and determination to see things through made her appealing, but some admirers couldn't get beyond her unwillingness to anticipate ahead, a tendency that nearly ruined her family. While the original narrative was problematic in its own sense, Disney attempted to make Sleeping Beauty more benign. In the Disney version, the relationship between Prince Philip and Aurora was developed, lending a particular significance to the kiss that saves Aurora's life at the end of the film. Although there is a large fan following for the film and its main heroine Aurora, there are also many detractors who do not comprehend their devotion. This group can't help but notice Aurora's lack of autonomy, as well as the probably unjustified kiss. The film was made with little specifics of lore and character development, which is why the discussion about the film and the princess continues.
Under the sea! Under the sea!
Ariel, more than any other princess, is at the center of controversy. Those who dislike her do so because she looks to be obsessed with boys. Her followers, on the other hand, contend that not only does she learn her lesson in the end, but she was also not as love-struck as previously thought. Ariel's passion for people, in their opinion, stems from her own interests and curiosity rather than Prince Eric's. While she undoubtedly has a mind of her own, it is her drive to sacrifice her life under the water that causes admirers to either adore or loathe her.
Surprise! Surprise! Surprise!
Almost every Disney film features a charming companion for the hero who serves as the film's mascot. Olaf was the mascot for the film Frozen. Although there were lots of people willing to give this guy warm embraces, some preferred to watch him fade away. To be honest, comedy is subjective, and because Olaf is the major source of humor, it's understandable that not everyone likes him. His followers may have considered him endearing, but the rest of the crowd was put off by his childish demeanor.
A boat!
At first appearance, the earworm song, You're Welcome, characterizes Moana's main character Maui as arrogant and self-centered. The film, on the other hand, develops and redeems this character, albeit not every spectator accepts the atonement. By the conclusion of the film, audiences have either forgiven Maui or continue to hold him responsible for everything. His followers see his efforts to help others and understand why he's so thirsty for recognition, while his detractors can't look past his faults.
As in Scrooge McDuck, the bajillionaire? You're finally gonna sell us.
Donald Duck has thrilled audiences for decades with his crazy antics and fiery temper. His followers adore him for his deep past, which is primarily related to the DuckTales storylines. He's not only a funny cartoon character, but he's also a loving uncle to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Donald shares beautiful moments with kids, even though his words are difficult to grasp. Some people aren't fans of the renowned Disney duck because of his booming voice and his quick temper. he has the Lost Boys at his side, Peter Pan's best comrade is Tinker Bell, a petite pixie with a huge personality. She uses her power to enable her buddies to fly as they go on adventures every day until Wendy comes along. It's no secret that Tink is envious of any female who is close to Peter, and although her outspoken demeanor may endear her to some, it may turn off others. Though she intends no harm to Peter or the Lost Boys, her fierce temper may get the best of her and endanger them all, a trait that divides her following into those who like her and those who despise her.
Your Majesty, they're ready.
The buzz around Frozen was incredible when it first debuted, but as with everything successful, critics are bound to follow. Though Elsa's character was the focal focus of the entire film, depending on who you ask, she was either the highlight or the low point of the plot. Those who admire her character see that she represents everyone who is battling with inner anguish but is reluctant to reveal it, and that her progress throughout the film is an example of learning to heal through the power of love. Those who despise Elsa, on the other hand, have taken that premise and chastised her for not doing enough. They accuse her of being too bland and taking too long to accept responsibility for her acts.
Camilo, venir a no ver José.
Encanto is one of the rare films that does not include a classic villain, breaking a crucial part of the Disney formula. Though Abuela Alma's acts may have produced strife among the film's protagonists, it is nevertheless claimed that she is not the true villain. Since the film's release, the phrase generational trauma has been used to describe the Madrigal family's plight. Fans who grew to understand Abuela's pain came to forgive her at the conclusion of the film and recognized her as having the ability to set things right. However, not everyone was prepared to forgive. There are still many viewers who are unable to forgive Abuela for what she has done. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button so I can feel all mushy inside. Also, click the subscribe button while you are there, and then since you are on such a clicking roll, why not click on another awesome video that is already loaded up right here? You don't even have to watch it, just let the video play at 1% while you eat your sushi or something.